So do you have kids? I have a really important safety tip I'd like to share with you, and it's about potentially the safety and survival of your children, whether you're home or not. Hi, I'm Mike. I teach safety and defense tactics to companies and individuals. After almost 2 decades in the military and 16 years in safety, I've developed a couple techniques, but most important, I'm a dad, and the most primary mission I have is taking care of my kids. So here's something I want to share. 2 of the most common ways that children under 8 years old unfortunately perish are due to either drowning or fires. Fires could be from smoke inhalation, usually not necessarily burning, but from smoke inhalation and fires, or drowning related injuries. So first thing I did when I was a new parent was make sure that my child had swimming lessons and she learned how to swim or could navigate in water immediately. That was tip 1. Okay, tip number 2 is the fire drill. I guarantee anyone who has a child that goes to school has had a fire drill or a practice response at school. Here's my question. Have you done the same at home? Does your child know what to do at home if there's a fire, whether you're home or not? So one of the important things I did is emphasize crawling. I know it may seem silly or goofy, but the act of crawling when there's a potential house filled with smoke can be a life-saving tactic. If you've ever been in a real fire or a room that fills up with smoke, there is a level of difference. Smoke rises, it's denser and darker at the top, and oftentimes when a room or a fire is first breaking out and a room's filled with smoke, you can oftentimes get to the bottom, get to the ground and crawl, and there's a definite distinction in what you can see from up top versus down below. So I know it sounds silly, but practice crawling, right? Some basic crawling techniques. That's the first one. A big one for me I discovered was when I came home late one night. I may have been out with the guys having a couple of drinks, and I came home and I stepped on my child's toys. It was one of those toys that makes noise and starts clapping and all kind of goofy stuff. Everyone in the house woke up, and yes, I got in trouble. But it made me think, wow, what if there was an emergency or disaster? Could my kids or could we get out of this house unobstructed, without tripping, without killing ourselves because of the debris and things left? So big thing I told my daughter is, number 1, reminder to start picking up your room. If you don't pick up your room, at least have a path of ingress and egress through the mess. So here's how it makes sense. What I did is I told my kids we're going to have a little fire drill. And I went in my daughter's room and I took a bandana and I put a bandana around her eyes and I said, okay, we're going to do a simulation drill. I want you to pretend that you wake up and you can't see anything. It's either pitch dark or the room is filled with smoke. I want you to get to the back door, open the back door, get to the front door and open the front door and walk outside and wait for me outside, all while blindfolded. So can you get to your bathroom or your kitchen in the middle of the night without turning your lights on?